Hello friends, so in this session we'll be talking about what is a derivative with two classic examples, alright? But it's my sincere request to all of you who haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please hit a subscribe button so that you stay in touch with all my upcoming videos in future. Alright my dear friends? Fine. So let's start for the topic of our day, which will discuss about the derivatives with two classic examples. Fine. So what is a derivative, my dear friends? It's basically a financial security which derives its value from the benchmark, which is called as the underlying asset, and this underlying asset can be in a singular form or it can be in the plural form. So there can be an asset or bunch of assets as well. Alright, so what is a derivative? Yes, it's a financial security which derives its value from the benchmark, which can be an underlying asset or a bunch of assets. Okay, my dear friends? Fine. Now, let's take up a simple example to get things very cleared, my dear friends. So, let's take up the example of a dance show of our famous superstar Hrithik Roshan. Right, my dear friends? So, here comes our superstar Hrithik Roshan, my dear friends. Fine. Now, since he is a brilliant dancer, you are very much excited to buy the tickets for that particular show. Alright? But the cost of that tickets is 3000 rupees per person. Alright? Which is very costly for a middle class person. Fine, my dear friends? Okay. So, what you do is, since you are very much reluctant in spending that 3000 rupees, you spend a lot of time in thinking whether to buy the tickets or not. So, in this case, what you do is, you spend all your time in thinking, and because of that, all the tickets are getting sold out. Right, my dear friends? Fine. There are no tickets left now. So what you do now is, you decided to approach a black market where they sell all the tickets in black. Fine. Since this is a black market, they charge you a cost of 4000 as against 3000. Right, my dear friends? So the ticket which was costing you 3000, which you wasted a lot of time in thinking, now the black market is offering you the same ticket at the cost of 4000 rupees. Fine. So it becomes even more costly for you. Now you are very upset with yourself that why you spend a lot of time in thinking about this thing. So now this is the case over here. The black market is offering a ticket which is higher than it was earlier. Fine, my dear friends. So now what you do is, suddenly you are a very smart person. You came to know that one of the sponsors of this particular dance show is Axis Bank, and you are an employee of the Axis Bank. So what you did is, smartly you contacted or you approached the CEO of Axis Bank. Right, my dear friends? Fine. So you told the CEO of Axis Bank that, see, I am a middle class person. I cannot afford tickets of 4000 rupees. I want the ticket at the same cost of 3000 rupees. Right, my dear friends? Fine. So what that CEO did is, he gave a letterhead of Axis Bank in which he wrote to provide you the ticket at the same cost of rupees 3000 which was earlier. Right, my dear friends? Now in this case, there are two elements, my dear friends. Right, there are two elements, and those two elements are the ticket, and the second one is called as a letterhead. Okay, my dear friends? Now, this letterhead of Axis Bank is a blessing for you. Yes, my dear friends. Because of this letterhead, you are saving that additional 1000 rupees which you could have spent if you would have purchased the same ticket at a cost of 4000 from the black market. So, because of this letterhead, you are saving an amount of rupees 1000. Which means that this letterhead is creating a value. Yes, my dear friends, I am repeating myself. This letterhead is creating a value. So we can say that letterhead is derived its value. And from where? This letterhead is deriving its value from where? Yes, perfectly. It's actually deriving its value from this ticket. Right, my dear friends? Fine. And hence this ticket is called as the underlying asset, and this letterhead is called as a derivative, my dear friends. Okay? Fine. Now let's take one more example which we normally come across in our day-to-day life. Right, my dear friends? Let's take up the example of petrol and diesel. Alright? We all know that the price of petrol and diesel are particularly dependent on the price movements of the crude oil. Right, my dear friends? Fine. So, we can say that this petrol and diesel are actually the products of derivative. Alright? That is, they are derivative products. And this crude oil is called as the underlying asset. Right, my dear friends?